Hello, friends. I'm here to talk today about therapeutic yoga and creating your practice space and some of the props that you can use in your therapeutic yoga practice. Therapeutic yoga is just a really lovely, restorative, supported kind of practice that incorporates gentle yoga, breath awareness, visualization, self massage, and energy work. And it's a wonderful way to recharge your batteries at some point in your day, maybe when you're in transitions between parts of your day or at the end of the week. That's when I offer a therapeutic yoga class on Zoom. So you can always reach out to me if that's of interest to you. But having a space in your home to practice anything, it can be therapeutic yoga, it could be just your regular yoga practice, a place where you can come to your mat, do some stretches, do some movements, qigong, all of those good things as well. So I have a large bed pillow. I have three folded blankets, and I'm beginning with them folded because it's just nice to have a starting point because there are some different ways that we can fold blankets throughout our practice that can be quite nice. So getting yourself familiar with your props, kind of having things ready to go is nice. Having a space that is relatively quiet, free from distractions. Right now, we are in my dining room, a part of my dining room, and of course, I have a lot more props because I do a lot of this kind of stuff, but just having three folded blankets and a large bed pillow. Got my three folded blankets. I also have a bolster. And since not everybody has bolsters, you can utilize a couple of folded blankets, can create a bolster. If you fold two blankets lengthwise, you can kind of create almost the same height as this bolster that I have here. So that's another option if you don't have a bolster or a couch cushion. I do have a couch cushion here, and that can work out well for some of our postures. So go back through this. I have a large bed pillow. I have three folded blankets and perhaps a bolster or a couch pillow. I have a yoga strap, and not all of our postures utilize a yoga strap, but they're nice to have. If you don't happen to have a yoga strap, a belt can work, or a terry cloth bathrobe belt works particularly well. I also like scarves. Scarves work well too. But the nice thing about this is that there are some postures that we do where we make sort of a lasso. And so it's nice to have a belt or a yoga strap that is you're able to tighten. And in some of my videos, when we do that, we'll go more about how to get this to happen for you. I also have something to cover the eyes. I have this little eye pillow that I purchased at a craft fair years ago, and it works just well. If you don't have an eye pillow, you could utilize a scarf or a clean sock, just something to place over your eyes to encourage relaxation by quieting our eyes. Our eyes are sort of sensory bullies, they want to take over. And when we cover them, we're kind of like covering a bird cage, and you're like a little parakeet that then goes to sleep. And I also have aromatherapy. It doesn't have to be an essential oil. It could really be any scent that you enjoy. This one is Root Chakra from Aromaland. It's just one that I happen to have that I really like, and it has a lot of more earthy components to it. But if you have a lotion that you like, a hand lotion or some other little roller, whatever you have, even in the springtime and summer herbs, you might have some herbs, some mint in the garden. You could get some mint out and rub your hands together and kind of utilize that as your aromatherapy. And I also have blocks. Yoga blocks are just, again, they're nice to have for a lot of different reasons. I will utilize them, but I also give options for some of our postures not using yoga blocks because I understand not everybody has them. But it's worth investing in your space. It's worth creating and cultivating your space to practice um, practices that help you to recharge your batteries, help you to tune into your breath, to how you feel, to quiet your mind, with the ultimate goal of functioning as well as we possibly can in our world of variables. Something else that I have here, I have a chair. I have a folded chair. This is a good chair for yoga in general, but we don't use it all that often. But it's kind of nice to have. You can have legs on a chair. You can do so many yoga postures using a chair, and I like to highlight that in some of our practices as well because it just makes things so much more accessible having a chair. And I also have a little throw pillow here. You could have some couch throw pillows, whatever you have around to sort of draw into your space. And the more you practice, the more you are able to kind of bring different props in and utilize them in different ways and tune into how the postures feel, encouraging your breath, encouraging a sense of relaxation, maybe opening up the different energy channels of the body. And so another thing that's kind of nice as you're cultivating your practice space is to have things around that make you feel peaceful. I have a little diffuser where I can put some essential oils in. I really like that. I like crystals. I have a little rose quartz here. You might have some things around. Maybe you pick yourself some flowers and put them in a vase, or you have a candle lit, or maybe you burn a little sage or some Palo Santo. You can really play around. There's no right or wrong way. This is about cultivating your space, gathering things together that help you to want to come to your area and want to practice to make it enjoyable. I do have a yoga mat under here. I have a hardwood floor, and having a lot of cushion underneath of me can feel quite good in my practice. But for therapeutic yoga, it's not imperative to have a yoga mat because yoga mats are sticky, and that's what people like about them. They kind of help us to keep our balance by not sliding around. And in a therapeutic yoga practice, you're not going to be doing things that require having a sticky mat. So, hopefully, this was helpful to you as you kind of gather your props around. It's also nice to have something to cover up with. And in the notes below the video, I'll have a list of everything as well. And I am excited for you and your practice. Thanks for coming today, and we'll see you soon.